Hi Aries, welcome to the video. This will be your reading for the month of June going into July. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Everything might not apply, so take what does and leave the rest. Also, this may not even apply to you in general, but this will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Mars. So this reading may have different parts because I'm pulling from different storylines. So it may be a little confusing, but each storyline is different, but the energy is still the same. The energy is still similar. So mostly what I'm getting for you is that a lot of you may be dealing with someone or multiple people, and it's hard for you to kind of communicate your intentions or your feelings. And not because you don't know how you feel. I think it's mainly because you know how you feel, but you're not sure how this person will take it. So that makes it hard for you to really express yourself, or you are expressing yourself, but you're not being taken seriously, is what I'm mainly seeing. So with one storyline, for the ones that are in relationships, I'm seeing that you're definitely trying to express yourself in some type of way, but you're not being taken seriously, you don't feel. I feel that for the ones that are in relationships or dealing with someone, I feel like because you're not getting a reaction out of this person, or you're not getting the reaction that you want out of this person, you are kind of going out your way a little bit to kind of get them to react the way you want them to. Like, say if you're in a relationship, like say if you're expressing to them, you don't feel like you're getting that back. So you feel like you have to kind of go to the extreme to get a reaction, just to get a taste of how they feel or what they think. Maybe I feel like a lot of you may be trying to get a reaction out of them by maybe doing something that's out of your normal routine. Maybe you're talking to other people or making it seem like you're entertaining other people or have these other options so that this person can like move closer to you. Doesn't make it true that you have these options, but I do see that like you may give the perception that you do. But for the other, like the single Aries, a lot of the single Aries actually do have a lot of options. Especially if you're not officially tied down to someone, I feel like you do have a lot of options. But for the ones that are committed Aries, I feel like you may have people that are interested in you, but you're not interested in them. But I feel like you keep that just to make it look like you have options, right? But be careful with that, because that is a slippery slope. Because once you start to do that and you're not getting the reaction that you want, you're going to kind of keep trying tactics to kind of get the reaction that you want. You're going to end up scarring that person to feel your desire to understand how this person feels about you or what this person wants from you, right? And you want to be careful with that, because this person doesn't look at it from your point of view. They just look at it as you're aiming to hurt them. So it's going to seem like you're taking jabs at them or you're doing things to push them away, and really you're just wanting a reaction. So you have to be careful, because it can end up backfiring, and what they will eventually end up doing will be just moving further away from you. So you're basically pushing them further away than it is you bringing them closer. The best way for you to express yourself is to just express yourself in a very logical, non-emotional way, and that way it'll be perceived better. So that's what I get for like the coupled. So definitely be careful with that. You don't want to push someone so far that you can't take those things back, right? Some of you may also have kids involved. If not, it's just that there's a lot of immature energy, and this could just be done to you. Like maybe someone is doing this to you as well. Roles can be reversed. But yeah, definitely be careful, because I feel like if you push this person too far, you're going to end up actually looking at these other options. Like you're going to end up actually entertaining or considering these other options, because this person is not going to give you the reaction that you're searching for. And it's not because they don't care about you. it's because they perceive you are aiming to hurt them purposely. Now for my singles, mostly for my singles, I'm getting the same energy, but I just feel like you're having a choice between two people, could be more, but two main people. You like them equally, maybe one more than the other, but you like them both, and you're having a hard time expressing yourself to them or what you want from them. And that may be because you're not sure if they want the same, or maybe they express they don't want the same and you do, but you're still trying to make it work. With that situation, that's a bit tricky because you don't want to force someone to be with you. You don't want to force anyone to like deal with you. You might just have to like take a step back and let them choose you instead of you chasing them or you having to feel like you have to choose. Definitely just consider you choosing or them choosing first, and then, because essentially you already chose. I think out of the two people, I think it's like whichever you're the one choosing. Okay, whoever chooses me is who I'm choosing. It's kind of that energy. I personally don't typically see anything too wrong with that. But like I said, you want to let them choose you first. But mostly what I'm getting for like the singles or people who are loosely dealing with people is that you're just mainly having a hard time communicating. And a lot of you need to think about the way you want to communicate before you communicate. Because like I said, a lot of you don't feel like you're being taken seriously, or vice versa. A lot of you aren't taking someone who is expressing themselves to you seriously. Maybe someone is expressing to you why they want to be with you or why they don't want to be with you, and you're not taking them seriously. You're still, trying to push the envelope. Definitely be careful with that, because you're going to end up getting hurt in that situation if you're the one trying to push the envelope. But if not, you definitely want to reevaluate why you're dealing with this person in the first place. If being with them is not the goal and that's what they want from you. So you want to kind of make sure that you're dealing with this person genuinely, and not for your own personal gain. Like if you're only dealing with this person, you don't like them in that way, and you don't want to be with them in that way, it's best to just kind of separate yourself from them, especially if that's what they want from you. If not, then you need to kind of express how you want to deal with them and why you want to deal with them in that way, and see if they're on the same page. If not, it's best to just kind of separate yourself, whether you're the one wanting the relationship or you're the one not wanting the relationship. Either way, you have to kind of create that boundary and stick to that, and don't make it look like something that it's not. But I do see that some of you will be expressing yourself or will be getting communication. So some of you may be expressing yourself to this other person of what you want, what you need from this encounter. Others of you will be receiving the communication of, they probably want more from you, right? So then it'll kind of be your decision, or basically you just need to contemplate on what type of relationships you're looking for, or what type of people you want around you, and if you really want these people around you, or if it's just to keep you company or just because you're bored or something like that. I feel like for a lot of you are just going through a phase where you're maybe grieving a past relationship, so you're moving quickly into another relationship or towards other people. Like I said, because I feel like a lot of you have a lot of options, so a lot of you may be quickly moving towards other people, and you haven't fully digested the last encounter or the last relationship, and you might want to be careful with that as well, because like I said, you don't want to rush into something and be disappointed, and you also don't want to rush someone else into something and be disappointed, because you want to make sure everyone is on the same page as you. Okay. I'm also getting that because a lot of you aren't necessarily expressing yourself, you're also not putting in the needed effort. Or like if you are expressing yourselves, I feel like it's more so to other people, all talk. Like let's say if you're expressing yourself and you're saying like, you care about this person or whatever, but you're not putting in the effort that they perceive as you showing that they care about you. then that's going to create a problem as well. So it's definitely about learning the person that you're interested in. And I feel like pursuing multiple people makes that harder to do because your energy or your attention is not on one person and it's more so on your needs. So you're kind of trying to fulfill your own personal need, but not really trying to fulfill the needs of others or learning what those needs are because you're too busy pursuing other people as well. And not really trying to get to know anyone and wanted to rush into this situation, whether it's a relationship or it's just sex. So you have to be careful of that because basically with you not being able to stay still and not putting in effort in one particular place or a limit, or I'm not even gonna say one particular space because I strongly feel like you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. But I do say if you do feel like you have or you see the potential in someone, right, in a person, then it's best to kind of get to know them versus feeling like maybe they're not giving you anything back. Because I feel like you have to kind of bring out the balance, like, okay, how does this person love? What are their love languages? How do they perceive effort? Like what type of effort do they expect? Instead of saying, well, this person isn't showing me this, they're not telling me this, when in actuality this person may not just be an expressive person, they may show they care in other ways. And you just have to take the time to learn. That is my point. Because if not, you're going to keep chasing things that's unattainable because you're not taking the time to learn anyone that you encounter. It's like, oh, me, my needs, and this is what I need. And as soon as they can't show you that, then it's like, oh, I'm out. I'm on to the next thing. Right? So the point of that is just to be careful. Definitely be a little bit more aware of how you're moving in these situations. Make sure it's not selfish, even though I do feel like Aries aren't selfish signs. But sometimes the way that the energy that you give out can come off as selfish because you're only thinking about how this person is able to make you feel, and you're only basing what you do for them or how you move towards them based off of how you also feel, and not regarding their needs or their wants and stuff like that, how they do things, right? So just be careful of that. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries. Hopefully this helps, and I will see you in your next video. Bye.